I was told never to say Bloody Mary in the mirror. I just found out the horrifying reason why. Everyone knows the game. Stand in a dark bathroom, light a candle, say her name 3 times while staring at your reflection. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. As a kid, I was terrified of even thinking about doing it. My older cousin told me at a sleepover when I was 7 that a girl at her school had tried it and her face melted off. I believed her completely. For years, I wouldn't even look at mirrors in dim lighting. If I had to use the bathroom at night, I'd keep my eyes on the floor, do my business, and get out without glancing up. My parents thought I was being dramatic. They had no idea I was genuinely convinced that saying those words would summon something real, something that would hurt me. I'm 32 years old now, and I still can't shake that childhood terror. Even writing her name makes my skin crawl. But what happened 3 days ago proved that every single fear I had as a kid was justified. I just didn't understand how it actually worked. None of us did. We thought it was about summoning her. We were wrong. It's so much worse than that. My best friend Natalie has a 12-year-old daughter named Iris who was having a birthday sleepover. Natalie asked if I could supervise because she had to work a night shift at the hospital, and her ex-husband was out of town. I said yes because I'm Iris's godmother, and I actually like hanging out with her. She's a cool kid. The party was supposed to be 6 girls, but 1 canceled last minute, so it ended up being 5. Iris and her 4 closest friends from school. They spent the first few hours doing normal sleepover stuff, watching movies, eating pizza, painting their nails in colors that made my eyes hurt. Around 11 p.m., they started getting that specific kind of wound-up energy that happens when kids stay up past their usual bedtime. That's when one of them, a girl named Zoe with braces and glasses, suggested they play Bloody Mary. I was in the kitchen cleaning up pizza boxes when I heard them talking about it. Every cell in my body wanted to march into that living room and shut it down immediately. Tell them absolutely not, that it was dangerous and stupid and they needed to pick a different game. But I stopped myself, because what was I going to say? That I, a 32-year-old adult, was scared of a kid's game? That I genuinely believed something bad would happen? I compromised with myself. I walked into the living room and very casually said they should maybe pick something else to play. You know, because it was late and Natalie would kill me if anyone got hurt or scared. They all looked at me like I was the lamest adult who ever lived. Iris actually rolled her eyes at me. It's not real, she said in that tone 12-year-olds perfect. The one that makes you feel ancient and stupid. The other girls agreed. One of them, Madison, said her older sister had done it at a party and nothing happened. Another girl, Petra, said she'd tried it alone last month and was fine. They were all looking at me like I was being ridiculous. And here's where I made my first mistake. I didn't want to be the uncool adult who ruins the fun. I didn't want Iris to be embarrassed in front of her friends. So I said okay, but I was staying right outside the bathroom door the whole time. If anyone got too scared, they had to come out immediately. They agreed to my terms while barely hiding their amusement at how paranoid I was being. I watched them file into the downstairs bathroom, all 5 cramming into the small space. Iris had a candle from her mom's aromatherapy collection. Zoe turned off the lights. I stood in the hallway with the door cracked open, my heart pounding harder than it should have been. I heard them giggling at first, nervous laughter. Then Zoe's voice, trying to sound spooky. Bloody Mary, more giggling. Madison joined in. Bloody Mary! Their voices were getting more confident, turning it into a joke. They were making fun of how not scary it was. Then all 5 of them said it together, loud enough that I heard it clearly. Bloody Mary! Silence. I counted to 10, waiting for screams or gasps or something. Nothing. More giggling. The light flicked back on and they all came tumbling out, talking over each other about how nothing happened. How it was just a stupid game that only little kids believed in. How I'd been worried over nothing. I felt relieved and slightly foolish. They spent the rest of the night watching another movie before finally crashing around 2 a.m. I stayed up scrolling on my phone in Natalie's living room, checking on them periodically. All 5 girls sleeping peacefully in their sleeping bags. Everything was fine. Completely normal. I went home the next morning feeling silly about how anxious I'd been. Natalie thanked me for watching them and said Iris had a great time. Everything seemed perfect. That was 4 days ago. 3 days ago, Iris started feeling sick. Natalie called me that evening, concerned, but not panicked. Said Iris was complaining of a sore throat and had a slight fever. Probably just picked up something at school. I told her to give Iris my love and keep me updated. The next morning, Natalie called again. Her voice was different this time. Strained. Worried. Iris's fever had spiked to 103 overnight, but that wasn't the concerning part. The concerning part was her face. Natalie said there were these red marks appearing on Iris's skin, like scratches, but not quite. More like, she paused, struggling to describe it, like something was trying to write on her face from underneath the skin. The marks were faint, but definitely there, forming patterns that didn't make sense. I told Natalie to take her to urgent care immediately. She said she was already on her way. I tried to push down the icy feeling spreading through my chest. Kids get sick all the time. Random rashes happen. This wasn't connected to anything. It couldn't be. But then my phone rang again an hour later, and that changed everything. Full story is linked below or on my channel.